Well, that was disappointing Globex session. We got stopped out at our stop at 79, and the market just didn't do anything. We were anticipating a sell-off in the Globex, but it moved between 72 and 75, and all of a sudden, boom! Right before 8 o'clock, bounced up. So that's the end of that. Now, after that, desire has been satisfied. That was a terrible trade and thought process, but I wanted to try it just for the hell of it, and I doubt I'll be trying it again. So we'll stand by and see if we can fade the resistance. There's resistance at 1390. There's resistance at 1400, all up there. So we'll see if we can get up that high, and if we do, and everything looks good, we'll take a shot at a short. Boy, the market rallied just on nothing. I'm looking at the 757 column that took us out. There's no activity on the bid at 80 to 81, 000, one contract 0100. I mean, you can't trade like that. So I think I've fulfilled my desire to be reckless, and that's about all I'm going to say about that. Well, the number's bouncing around. We got as high as 88. Couldn't have got in at 88 though, unless you had a limit order.
That was weird. It's been no one's there. At this point, people are waiting. But we did talk about how the bar was basically on the ground.
I know.
You had to jump right underneath it if you wanted to get anything.
I know.
Captain Pearson is standing by at the Labor Department, and he has those numbers.
Well, look at that, 73.
Minus 80,000. March non-farm payrolls declined by 80,000 jobs. The unemployment rate is 5.1%. Average hourly earnings increased 0.3%.
Would have been nice to get filled at 89.
Consensus forecast for a decline of 50,000 jobs, just above the 5% unemployment forecast. However, the last time the unemployment rate was this high was September of 2005. March declines. Construction down 51,000. Manufacturing down 48,000. Professional and business services declined by 35,000. The one bright spot in the economy in the private side, job gains in the education and health sector, up 42,000.
So we hit the 90 area, 89 for resistance. We didn't get a chance to get filled. You would have had a limit order there. That's disappointing.
The economy in January and February lost an additional 67,000 payroll jobs than what had been originally reported. Headlines: unemployment rate jumping from 4.8% in February to 5.1% in March. Payroll job losses for the first 3 months of 2008, minus 232,000 jobs. A brutal job. Back to you.
All right, Hampton, thank you very much. Let's get the reaction right now from the trading floors. Our breaking news task force.
I can't believe it hit. I can't believe it hit 89 that quick. Boom, boom, up and down within just 2 seconds. Oh well.
Steve Leisman, also former Fed President Bob McTeer, standing by in the studio. And Rick, we watched those futures move right as things happened. Was that everybody waiting, somebody moved, and everybody followed the crowd?
Well, the conspiracy theorist for a year or two see this movement right before 8:30 and they think something's going on. But I think Joe's right. You lose your courage when there's 20 seconds to go and you have a position. But it's really quite amazing that you get a down 80,000. Remember, just on the headline, this is the worst headline jobs number since March of 03, when it had its last boiling point at down 212,000. But the equity markets are, we lost a lot, but they're virtually unchanged to positive. A 2-year note dropped 8 basis points in yield. That isn't a lot. The market is getting used to the mediocrity in jobs, and it's getting very used to the fact that the government in an election year is going to do everything it can to hold the forces at work. And that latter issue may be why traders are a little more courageous with down 80,000.
It didn't give us any answers, Rick. Once again, we're up at this high. We were up at the high end of the trading range for the Dow. If it had been any kind of decent number at all, that may have definitively answered that we're going to break through now.
Well, that's interesting. I mean, now the only thing I can do is just wait for the day session open and see if we hit the H period or the G period high. But I'm not going to get in a position here and sell this H period low at 70. That's considering we got stopped out at 79 from a 73 short last night. Boy, talk about reckless trading there. Oh well. Well, we know where the resistance area is above us. We know there's a gap below us in the 1320 to about the 1338 area. And we have a negative volume cluster in the 401 profile from about 1337 all the way up to 1357. There's lots of areas for opportunity. Let's see if we can maximize some of them here.
These people gotta get better names.
Yeah, they really do. And the hashtag Priceline.com, ticker PCLN, celebrating its 10th anniversary on the NAS.
All right, our market reporters are standing by, and, well, we're clearly not fully open for the market, but we are opening with a giant fight, tug of war. Are we going to go up or are we going to go down? Bob Pisani, what's the verdict?
Well, the poor jobs report cost us a bunch of points, but we're still flat right now. Important thing is stock traders want some signs of stability in the U.S. economy. They're going to trade some interest rate cuts for an improving U.S. economy. You bet they will make that deal at any time. So let's not think bad news is good for the stock market. That is not the case anymore. It hasn't been for a while right now.
I'm going to pause the video and set our charts to the day session. The opening's sort of quiet. We're only trading in a 3-point range here, back and forth. The NYSE is just hanging around the zero line. We're going to sell the 70-75s. Short 70-75. And our stop, let me pause and get my stop. We're going to put our stop at 76. That's a little bit tough because there's no specific point of volume, but 76 is reasonable. Our target could be way below us. We'll just have to see how it acts when it takes out the low of the Globex here coming up. Well, we're below the Globex low right now by about half a point. Let's see what the volume does. See a little bit of passive buying there, I think. Looking at the NYSE tick for a potential reversal sign also. So far we're trading down at the second standard deviation. The tick chart for the first 3 5-minute bars have been showing 0 to about a negative 150, negative 150 to about a negative 575, and a negative 400 to about a negative 500. So far there's selling pressure on the tick, New York tick. The key part is I think we really need to get below the 66 area. That's the G and M double bottom of yesterday. M rallied off the G period low there at 66. So we need to break that. If we don't break that, we could have a reversal here. We'll monitor this carefully. There's no need to stay in my trade to 76 if we see something that tells us that there's a reversal ahead. So far I don't see any convincing evidence though. So far so good. We had a little bounce up to the 72.25 area. We couldn't get over the 8-period high though at 73 and change. So the B period opens up in 9 minutes. If the B period opens up anywhere around the 8-period low here, there's a good chance we can take out that GH double bottom, or that GM double bottom from yesterday's session at the 66 and change area. If that occurs, then I think we have a good shot of getting down and filling in some of that negative distribution area, negative volume area between the 1338 and the 1360 area. It was funny listening to Rick Santelli this morning in the pits talk about, the little spike up to the 89 area at the release, or right before the release in the G period in the Globex. And he said, people have these positions before the news, and I'm assuming he's referring to floor traders. And he's like 20 seconds before the announcement, if they had a position, they got, sometimes they get nervous and just take them off, and that allows the market to run because there's no inventory at all, zero. If you look at that that price column, 0, 0, 0, 0, all the way up, about 8 or 9 points from where it was right before the announcement. Sort of interesting. All right, we're going to produce this snippet and start it fresh. We have our short at 70.75, our stop at 76, our target is below us.